upon a time, there was a young girl named Lily who had just moved into a historic old house with her family. As they were unpacking, Lily stumbled upon an old room that had been locked away for years. Curious, she opened the door and found a creepy doll hidden away in one of the corners. Despite feeling uneasy about the doll, Lily couldn't help but feel drawn to it. She decided to keep it and placed it on her bedside table that night. However, as soon as she fell asleep, strange things began to happen. The doll seemed to move on its own and shadows danced around the room. The next morning, Lily woke up feeling exhausted and scared. She tried to convince herself that it was just her imagination playing tricks on her, but deep down she knew something wasn't right. Over the next few days, Lily continued to experience strange occurrences around the house. Doors would slam shut by themselves and objects would move without explanation. She started to become increasingly frightened and knew she needed to do something about it. One day, while exploring the house further, Lily discovered an old diary hidden away in another unused room. As she read through the pages, she discovered that the previous owner of the house had been obsessed with dolls and had even created some of her own. Lily realized that the creepy doll she had found must have belonged to this previous owner and must be haunted by her spirit. Filled with determination, Lily decided to confront the spirit once and for all. With a brave heart, Lily went back into her bedroom that night armed with nothing but a flashlight. As soon as she turned on the light, the doll sprang to life and flew towards her. But instead of attacking her like in horror movies, it merely floated above her head before disappearing altogether. As Lily continued to experience strange occurrences, she decided to confide in her little brother, Max. "Max, I found this creepy doll in one of the old rooms," she said. "And ever since I brought it into my room, weird things have been happening." Max's eyes widened with fear as he listened to his sister's story. "Maybe we should get rid of it," he suggested. Lily shook her head. "I don't know. It's like there's something drawing me to it. Like there's a story behind it." As days went by, Lily's parents started to notice that something was off about their daughter. They sat down with her one night and asked her what was wrong. "I found this doll and ever since then, strange things have been happening," Lily explained. Her parents exchanged a worried glance before deciding that they needed to investigate further. The family gathered together and headed towards the room where the doll had been found. As they entered the room, they could feel a chill in the air and hear strange noises coming from within. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind them. They were trapped. Lily's father tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. He turned around and saw that the creepy doll had moved from its original spot and was now sitting on a nearby shelf. "Let us out!" Lily cried out in desperation. As if responding to her plea, the doll suddenly sprang to life and flew towards them. But instead of attacking them like they feared, it merely floated above their heads before disappearing altogether. The family stood there in shock for a moment before realizing that they were no longer trapped. The door had opened on its own. After experiencing several strange events and realizing that the creepy doll was behind it all, Lily and Max decide to get rid of it once and for all. They take the doll outside and place it in a trash bag, ready to throw it away. As they are walking back inside, they hear a faint whisper behind them. They turn around but see nothing, just an empty street. Suddenly, they hear the whisper again this time. It's louder. They start running towards their house but can feel something chasing them. As they reach their front door, they fumble with the keys, their heart beating out of their chest. Finally, they manage to unlock the door and rush inside. As they close and lock the door behind them, they turn around to see the creepy doll sitting on their couch. They scream in terror as the doll suddenly springs to life and starts moving towards them. But before it can attack them, they remember something that Lily had told Max earlier about haunted objects. The only way to break its hold is by destroying it completely. With no other options left, Max grabs a nearby hammer and smashes the doll into pieces. As soon as the last piece shatters into dust, everything goes quiet, no more whispers or strange occurrences. Lily and Max breathe a sigh of relief as they realize that they've finally gotten rid of the cursed object once and for all. From then on, Everything returns to normal, no more creepy dolls or ghosts lurking around every corner, leaving Max and Lily grateful for finally being able to sleep soundly at night once again. They also learned an important lesson about not playing with creepy dolls, and they promised themselves never to open closed rooms again.